Hey, this is Allie from Instructional Technology. Now we're going to be talking about organizing your lesson plans in Google Drive. Okay, so here I am inside of my lesson plan folder. You can see that I created a folder for last school year and then this school year as well. This just kind of helps me organize all of my files so that it's easy to find things. If you're not sure how to do this, you can just right-click and choose a new folder and then name it for the school year that you're using. The other option is to come over to New, and you can click on Folder that way as well. All right, we're going to be focusing on this year. I'm going to go ahead and delete this just so I can show you real quick. So I do things by 6 weeks. Since we are getting into the third 6 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and set up my third 6 weeks folder. So I'm going to right-click on New Folder and title this Third 6 Weeks. Okay, and then I like to keep my copy of that blank lesson plan template down here. So I'm going to right-click on that and make a copy. It does take a moment to process. Okay, and there's my copy. I'm going to drag it over to my third 6 weeks folder, and now I have a copy in that folder. What I'm going to do is right-click and make another copy so that I have 2 of these. Okay, and then if you will just highlight both of those and right-click and make a copy, it does take a moment, but it's going to make 2 copies at the same time, and then you can do that one more time so that you end up with 6 total. Weeks that you have 7 weeks and a 6 weeks, just make an extra copy of that. All right, from here we're going to rename these. That way it's easy to figure out exactly what week we're talking about. I like to do the sort of old school 3.1 and then my last name. I had a middle school math teacher that always did her units like this, and it was just really easy for me to understand. So I kind of carried that over to my lesson plans. Some teachers do like to do it by date or even just week 1, week 2, week 3, whatever's easiest for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and label those. Okay, and now that I have all of my plans labeled, I can see that I have a document for each week that's coming up. That way, whenever I get ready to plan for, let's say, 3.3, I already know exactly where it's going to go. I can go into my folder, click on that document from there, and it's ready to go for me. One thing that some teachers like to do, especially if they're doing recursive TEKS, is to go ahead and fill out this information before they make that copy multiple times. That way, those TEKS that are always on there, you don't have to retype them every single time. Okay, in our next video, we're going to be talking about how to find a lesson plan that you've already made and move it in, and then also a shared lesson plan. How do I move that into my folder as well? So go ahead and join me for that one if you have questions.